What is up, Heifas and friends? Welcome to another episode of Java and Journeys with Jillian. If you're new here to this channel, what's up? This is your girl, Jillian, coming to you all the way from Orlando, Florida. Now, if you are new to this channel, welcome. Typically, the premise of this is that I take you along on one of my fabulous journeys somewhere, whether that's in Orlando or around town. And we also have some Java to boot because you know what? We gotta stay caffeinated. My friends, we are getting close to St. Patrick's Day, and in honor of this occasion, we are going to have some fun at Raglan Road. We are close to our destination here. We have reservations for dinner, and because St. Patrick's Day is up and coming, Raglan Road has some fun celebrations ongoing the whole weekend. We're here the day before St. Patrick's Day, so by the time you all see it, it will hopefully actually be St. Patrick's Day or around about the day. So we're gonna go ahead and go in and see if they can actually seat us early and check out the festivities. Okay, so it is that busy that we are just going to come on back 15 minutes till our reservation, and that's just a good heads up. If you have a reservation at one of the Disney Spring restaurants and it's commemorating a special holiday, just know that oftentimes they may not be able to take you quite early, so you'll have to come back closer to your reservation, but it doesn't help or hurt, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Because if they can take you early, great, and if they can't, it's all good. This is why we have festivities going on right here that you can enjoy, especially if you find yourself here in this area around St. Patrick's Day. Now, something else I am going to do is see if we can check out what specials are going on at Gideon's, which is directly across the way from Raglan Road. And you see the line here, but you all know what is up. They have a virtual queue going on. And if you haven't already, check out one of my previous videos. I talk about the virtual queue, and sometimes that can be hit or miss. So maybe we'll see if we can get on it, but if there's a virtual queue, it's probably going to be a lengthy wait. We'll see what happens to come up first. Otherwise, we're probably just gonna hang out until they call our reservations at Raglan Road. So if you find yourself ever needing to get into the virtual queue at Gideon's, just to give you an idea, typically they have a sign. You are going to walk up toward the front, just underneath the main sign here, and stand in line for the virtual queue. And keep in mind, I just want to emphasize it, virtual queue only. They will call you back, they'll text you when your number is up, and then you get into the main line, which you just saw, and wait and take a look at the menu, think about what you want, so that way you're prepared for your order as soon as you get into Gideon's. While we'll wait, we are going to head over to my boo Joffrey's. You all know how I feel about Joffrey's. Our relationship is always a tumultuous one. We're gonna see what specials they have today. Maybe they have something in honor of St. Patrick's Day weekend. Not sure, we're gonna check that out and see if it tickles our fancy, because you know, Joffrey's be doing us dirty sometimes. It can be very hit or miss. And hopefully Joffrey is going to be on his best behavior today, and we're not gonna have no drama, y'all, because we don't need it, right? So let's check out what they have here as we walk up and approach my boo's house. Okay, so it looks like they actually still have their special from Valentine's Day, which if you have not caught that, check out my video where I tried the iced strawberry dip mocha latte. It is quite delicious. We're gonna go in and see what else they have. You ready? All right, let's check out some of the drip. See if they have anything interesting. So Cinderella 75th anniversary. Check out some of the coffee here. We have Cinderella Ballroom Brew. And we also have next to this Belle Storybook Brew. Snow White, because you know we have the Snow White movie that is going to be coming out soon. Okay, here we go. So this is what I was really interested in, to see what would be the theme in the spirit of the holiday. So it looks like we have Mickey Mouse Cup of Gold. It's a medium brew and an Irish treat with hints of caramel, chocolate, and vanilla. Okay. And I have not actually tried this, but we also have Tiana Bayou Beignet, and that is a medium roast. Now, in the spirit of the season, I want to show you all that there's also a mini Bloomin' Brew. This is also a medium roast. And it doesn't look like it's actually focusing on a specific flavor, but there we go. Here are some of the highlights. And let's not forget about Miss Daisy Duck over here with her lovely lavender. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love me some lavender. And I actually just purchased some lavender creamer that's oat milk. And I am curious if this will pair well with it. I may have to check this out because I mean, why would, this feels like the best thing that would complement that. All right, friends, so I didn't see anything exceptionally interesting, so I decided to keep it simple. We're just going with the classic cold brew with light cream. Cheers. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Okay, the cold brew is getting medium to light body. Definitely not dark, definitely not full, but really good caramel notes. Okay, Joffrey. So like, we're getting along today. Our relationship is on solid ground for today. So, all right. I love it. I would actually recommend this. And again, if you love your cold brew to be on the darker side, this is not for you. This is definitely, I think, like light, medium, but still has really good flavor. I just wasn't expecting for it to have caramel notes. Okay, you see how sometimes your brew can surprise you in unexpected ways? That is this. We're going to hang out. We're going to wait. We actually only have maybe another like 10 more minutes before we can go up and check in for our reservation and check out the entertainment at Raglan Road. All right, everyone, we are all checked in, just waiting for them to text us to let us know our table is ready. And while we're waiting, I want to show you that they have an outline here of all the celebrations and festivities as a part of St. Patrick's Day weekend. So each day is highlighted here. We are at a Sunday. So flipping over to March 16th, you see here all of the festivities and the times noted here. Now, I also want to let you know that if you decide to come to Raglan Road, and let's just say it's starting to rain like what it is doing right now, they do have a gift shop. So you can hang out there, check out their merch, see if there's something that you're interested in. And if you want to be able to see the performers up front at the central stage, you can also let the host or hostess know when you're checking in, hey, I would like the table toward the front. Mind you, you may have to wait a little bit longer because that's prime seating, but they can certainly accommodate it if you're willing to wait. And if you're trying to figure out, is Raglan Road for me? Is it what I am feeling? Even if it is or is not St. Patrick's Day weekend, they have part of their menu featured outside, so you can get an idea of some of the menu prices as well as highlighting some of what they have to offer. And I feel like if you're going to come here, definitely get something that's a little bit more on the Irish side. So I certainly have not been fully decided on what I'm going to get just yet. But while I'm waiting out here and hooded up, I'm going to just peruse and as well as take a look at their menu online and see what it is I want to get. And speaking of the Raglan Road gift shop, it is right next door. Here's the main entrance of the restaurant. And as you all can see, also because it's raining, it is pretty jam-packed. Especially right now in the gift shop. I want to give you an idea of what this looks like without going too far into specific areas of the gift shop just because of how busy and crowded it is. But you get an idea. We have a lot of Irish merch and merch all across the wall as well as all right, we're being set now. Let's check out the crowd to Raglan Road. So when you come in, there's a bar to the left. And then here is the main dining area with live performances. And we are sitting on the outskirts. Okay, now that we're seated, I want to show you all a little bit of the menu. So very similar to what I showed you all outside. And we are going to inquire about the soul soup. And I think I am really feeling the Let There Be No Rush pork right here. Because it has that slow pork goodness with the mashed potato, the sauteed cabbage, it just feels quintessentially Irish. The other dish I was contemplating was the slow lamb because I love a good stew. But I think I am going to go ahead and go with the Let There Be No Rush pork. And then on the opposite side, you get a chance to see all of their alcoholic drinks. And y'all, you know how I feel about my espresso martinis. They have right here an Irish espresso martini. I think that is exactly what I'm going to get. But as you'll see here with all the drinks, they have so many fantastic options. And they also have an Irish whiskey flight, which, you know, if I was really feeling jazzy, I would get that. But y'all see what the drink prices are giving, right? So I think we're just going to stick with our Irish espresso martini. And also, what is Java and Journeys without a little bit of Java with some spirits in our life? And to make the entertainment as lively and engaging as possible, I love when they ask for crowd participation. So with this song, the crowd has been encouraged to clap in between, and we'll get some cues. And you'll see the festival branding and logos in the background on the digital screen. But this is just such a cool spot. And the restaurant is quite expansive because there's even more space straight back behind this side area as well as the opposite. Alright everyone, so our soup just came out and it is a split pea and ham soup. And it also has this delicious bread with it. And look how beautiful. I love the green color and I cannot wait to try this. Alright, let's try out this split pea ham soup, which I actually cannot remember the last time I've had this, so we'll see what it's given. Yo, this is so interesting. So the flavor of the split pea and ham actually to me tastes a little bit like corn, but it's so warm and comforting. And I think on a day like this where it started actually storming outside, as you all saw, this is perfect. So I am not a split pea and ham soup connoisseur, but I love the heartiness of it. I love the flavor. And I love the fact that it just feels so comforting. And also, our espresso martini has arrived in all its glory. So you all know how we like to do things over here at Java and Journeys. Cheers. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's take a sip. So good. I love the taste and the flavor of that Irish espresso martini. The espresso is not bitter. The foam at the top, light, frothy. The whiskey is smooth. It doesn't have like a horrible aftertaste or bitterness. So good. Y'all, I will say Disney Springs has definitely been coming through with the espresso martinis. Wine Bar George, I think, has the best espresso martini that I've tasted within Disney Springs. But this one is definitely a close second. It's so good. We're going to continue to live our best lives, enjoy our split pea and ham soup and our espresso martini. All right, we have the fantastic river dancers out on the main stage. And just in time for our main entrees to be served. Now, look at this slow cooked pork with the carrot puree. Y'all, I can't. This looks amazing. And we have our cabbage and our mashed potato beneath that pork shoulder. And my co-producer got the chicken, which looks also delightful. So we are going to continue to enjoy the entertainment here as we get ready to chow down. And on that note, let's eat. I have to show you all this. Like, do you see how I literally was just able to pull this apart without having to cut or anything? And look at the inside of that pork shoulder. It looks absolutely tender. Everything looks good. Thank you. All right, let's take a bite. That is so tender, juicy, flavorful, delicious. I'm going to try a little bit of our cabbage with bacon. That gets 3 snaps and a high five. That is so good. And what I appreciate about this, with it being Irish inspired, that cabbage is very much adjacent to soul food and Southern cooking, where you cook with love and you cook with your meats, and that's how you flavor the food. There is no flavor missing from this. This is amazing. Try a little bit of this carrot puree. The carrot puree is also really good, very light, so I think it's a great complement to the bold flavors of the pork. Mashed potato, delicious. I don't think or feel as if I need to add salt and pepper to this. It's fantastic just the way it is. I have to quit talking to you all so I can finish enjoying this food. My co-producer and I just traded plates. I'm going to try some of his chicken. The chicken is also very nice. Great roasted flavor. And just so you can see a little bit of the plate, we have this jus here with also some cream mushroom, onion, and a little bit of a puff pastry surrounded by some broccolini. You can see surrounding the chicken. I'm not going to hold you all. This is good. I do think that my slow roasted pork has a bit more flavor. I prefer that over this. The roasted chicken is roasted chicken. It's good, but it is just roasted chicken. So if you want something that feels a bit more Irish, a bit more exceptional, if I had to compare the two, I would say go with the slow roasted pork. And as we're finishing up our meal, the next band has come on out. And I just love all the music, right? It's just such a vibe. Hey y'all, this martini is so good. I feel like if I had a few more of these, you would see your girl right there on stage, river dancing. Girl, you gotta river dance? Hell no. It would be horrible, but you would see that I was having a good time. Y'all, they are getting down. The woman that's playing the violin, she is a complete badass. And we have some accordion action in the background too. This band is really good. Uh-oh, we love a little build-up. Get it, 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 get it. Hey, 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 get it, get it, get it, get it. Work, 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 work. Well, I'm convinced if this is a room full of my people, we would be getting down. We would be living our best lives for all of this. It's like, do we have African and Irish ancestry? Sure. Why not? On this day, we do. was absolutely delicious. We have just finished our meal and we are going to go ahead and wrap up the evening. Y'all, what did we learn today? Let me tell you, I have learned that Irish people have soul, because you can't tell me that my people would not have been getting down with that food and that beat that was going on in there. Come on now. I also learned that Irish grandmothers also know how to put their foot in the cooking, because my meal was so flavorful and it just gave me that soul food feeling, that cabbage, that bacon. Someone's Irish grandma is putting their foot all up in the food in the kitchen in the back. With that being said, thank you all for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you on the next one, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye.